Welcome, respected youngsters. My salutations to the divinity in you, the prospectus, future of Bharat Mata and Sanatana Dharma. My congratulations to you for you all who are regularly coming, listening, learning, gathering, taking with you beautiful messages given by our great rishis and Lord through these Shastras. My gratitudes to you because of you I am also able to do some study, and the only wish and prayer कि all this knowledge helps you, empowers you in giving you the right vision, working towards which you excel for yourself and the world at large. Like every day, today also in our 1 hour 10 minutes class, seven things we will do. Seventh one being learning two or three mantras of Katha Upanishad. Sixth one being learning from Rama through Bharataji, the Rajaneethi Dharma, and all the ways which we have to live life. Beautiful topic, never miss it. In the fifth thing, we will see Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter. We are told Samsara Vriksha, we are given two options. If the second option of Paramatma may choose, cut us under Samsara Vriksha, then do the Parimargana of the Lord. How to do Tameva Chadyam Purusham Prapadde. But to do that, our inner equipment should cooperate with us, isn't it? How to operate it, how to prepare it. The seven sadhanas values are told. When they are for long time practiced, we will become fit for Tatpada Parimarganam, fit to search for that Lord. That topic we will study. Before that, Taittiriya Brahmana Parayanam. Before that, Sahanavavatu Gurur Brahma. Before that, our Sankalpa. Before all of that, a 3 minutes of common sense thought for the day is in life, become aware of the mana as frequently as possible, if possible, every moment. And in that, see how much quantity of intense thought for the goal is there, quantity of intense thought for the not goal is there. This is what first thing we have to do. Then, obviously, those all collected or entertained, not goal things. Select them, delete them. And what is the goal? Then practice them. Thus, keep on moving towards the goal. That is a common sense thought today. While trying to do this, what obstructs is our past. In past, whatever we have done, its results come in the present in the form of ill health of the body, in the form of mental disturbances, in the form of people troubling us, cheating us, humiliating us. Now, these all nobody avoids, can avoid if they have the in stock because of wrong things done in the past. If none of those wrong are there, then these obstacles will not be there. He is a lucky guy who lived a noble life earlier. So we should accept it and then negotiate with them without any reaction, without any frustrations, allowing that prarabdha to do its own work. What is most beautiful about you and I as human being is with whatever the given resources, intelligences, what is to be done to go towards the goal that we will be able to do. We should be able to do. Zero doing is always wrong. Even if you do 0.001%, it's a good beginning. Out of laziness, out of distraction, out of the concept of prarabdha ki मेरा जिंदगी ऐसा ही है, not consciously doing something for the goal is the biggest crime we are doing for ourselves. Committing crime against ourselves only. In this way only, bit by bit doing, we can increase the capacity of doing. From that side, Lord also, those who are doing, Him also He cooperates and blesses. If you don't do, we are lazy, we are not committed, we are not having our own inner thirst for the goal reaching. Why will anybody, including God, will bother? He will not bother. So let the prarabdha go on, but we do what we have to do. Then praying to the Lord to reduce the effect of this nature or prarabdha, etc., the negative effect that it is not allowing us to do our purushartha, prayers. Fourth crucial one is what? Intelligence to not add new nonsense in our life, that it will add to the nonsense in the future. That is to be more crucially to be understood. If in the present, because of my carelessness and inadvertence, I make friends with wrong people, I do wrong things with them, all those not only give the papa phala but gets created as impressions in us. Future maybe we cannot work on the goal, just like today I'm not able to work on the goal because of the pressures created in and outside due to my past doings. So negotiate the past in the present in the form of prarabdha. Do your purushartha, whatever little you can do, and keep on increasing it. Pray to the Bhagavan, he gives strength. If he can balance, let him balance all the problems or natures and make things convenient. If our sincerity is intense, in our prayers are with full faith, Lord makes path smoother for us. Many bhaktas have seen in their life. So take the help of God through those prayers. Fourth and not least is ourselves should be careful not to add in our life in the form of a thought or a sankalpa, planning or action. Anything don't add which takes us away from the goal, spiritual or world, which is going to become an obstruction tomorrow. उतना common sense तो रखना है. If you go on adding the kachra and other side you are cleaning them, then where are you cleaning? Cleaning is not at all happening. So first aspect in cleaning anything is not adding dirt more. Then only the existing dirt removed, the whole thing remains clean. Want to be clean. So to clean your heart of all obstructions, but don't add new ones. Think seriously about this. Do you mean to say, Swami, we should not have friends? No, be friendly with friends. Always focusing on your goal. Any help he needs, do. You need, ask regarding the goal. Other than that, whether on the name of friendship or entertainment or muskery, on any reason, don't get distracted from the path towards the goal. इतना अपने आप के ऊपर कृपा करना तो बच जाओगे. Then make all these things very dynamic, very aggressive, because at youth age only you can do all, not when you become old. Like when I was at your age, I was very aggressive, active, dynamic. अब बुढ़ा बन गया, I have no energy. After 5 years इतना भी नहीं होगा. मैं हूँ तो 10 साल का था, वो भी नहीं होगा. So aggressively exhaust your prarabdha without reacting. Aggressively do what you have to do and you can do. Aggressively pray to the God. Oh Lord, I'm having faith in you. You have done to so many bhaktas. Do for me also. Balance my prarabdha, balance my nature, balance the outer world so that my walk towards my goal is unobstructed. And also be aggressive, to be very conscious, not to allow to add any new kachara in your life of any sort. Okay, Ramkule, like any bimari person, you should go to doctor, take medicine, take the medicine, should eat only that and avoid that other thing, and see to it that he is not adding new diseases. Again, he is a physical patient. We are all mental patients. A human being having a mind intellect, not healthy towards the goal, is a patient then. He should set right. Just like a patient gets set with the help of the doctor by his own efforts. You and I, mental patients, have to get set with the help of Guru and Shastra and our own effort. Okay, all the best. May become pure, may you become single pointed, clear in your understanding of goal and means. May you walk the means, reach the goal. ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः. श्री कृष्णचंद्र गीता मात्रे वेदव्यास महर्षिभ्यो नमः. रामचंद्राय रामायण वाल्मीकि महर्षिभ्यो नमः. अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध श्रुति स्मृति पुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव साधना सिद्धि प्राप्ति सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक ऐदव संस्कृतेः सांप्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां प्रक्रियाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोवृद्धि अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन कार्य कंकणमद अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां श्रेयभिलाषिणां भक्तशिष्य साधक सेवक उपासक संस्था आश्रमाणां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा प्रेरणोत्साह प्राप्ति द्वारा निरंतर सनातन धर्म कार्य दिग्विजयार्थम राम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिराणां समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयानां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु सदा हृदा साधना शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञादीनां द्वारा समस्त विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रचारेण विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य भारतवर्षस्य ये बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रवः तेषां सर्वेषां समूल निर्मूलनार्थं ये युवाः अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगताः तेषां सर्वेषां हृदये सर्वेषां संकल्पितकर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भक्ति भगवत भक्ति गुरु भक्ति शास्त्र भक्ति माता पितृभक्ति देशभक्ति धर्म स्वधर्म भक्ति सेवा भक्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक कार्यक्रमाणां शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन साधना प्रयत्नानां मध्ये शांति मंत्र उच्चारणं वेद पठनं गीता पंचदशोऽध्यायस्य पारायणमध्ययनं श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि रामायण अयोध्याकांड शततम कच्चित् सर्गस्य पारायणमध्ययनं श्री कठोपनिषदः पारायणं वयं सर्वे मोक्षार्थं विश्वकल्याणार्थं करिष्यामहे. सहना भवतु. ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. We have done 3 things. 4th one now, Vedic chanting. Om Shri 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 Vedamatre Namaha. Om Atha Shri Krishna Yajurvediya Taittiriya Brahmanam Dvitiyashtakam Chaturtha Prapatakaha. चतुस्त्रिंशत् श्लोकात् मंत्रात् आरभ्य. 8 minutes. ओम नक्तं जातास्योषधे रामे कृष्णे असिक्नि च इदगं रजनिरजया किलासं फलितं च यत् किलासं च फलितं च निरितो नाशया वृषत्पृषत् आनस्वो अश्नुतां वर्णः परा श्वेतानि सातया असितन्ते निलयनम् अस्थानमसितन्तवः तन्तव असिक्नियस्योषधे निरितो नाशया पृषत् अस्तिजस्य किलासस्य तनूजस्य च यत्त्वचि कृत्यया कृत्यस्य ब्रह्मणा लक्ष्मश्वेतमनीनशं स्वरूपा नाम ते माता स्वरूपो नाम ते पिता स्वरूपास्योषधे सा स्वरूपमिदं च मिदं कृधि शुनगं हुवेम भगवानमिन्द्रं अस्मिन् भरे नृतमं वाजसातौ शृण्वन्त मुग्रमूतये समत्सो ग्नन्तं वृत्राणि सञ्जितन्धनानां धूनुत द्यां पर्वतां दाशु सेव्यसो वसो निभोवना जिहते यामनोभिया कोपयथ पृथिवीं पृश्निमातरः युधे यदुग्राः पृषतीरयुग्ध्वं प्रवेपयन्ति पर्वतान् विविञ्चन्ति वनस्पतीन् प्रोवारतमेरुतो मरुतो दुर्मदा इव देवासः सर्वयाभिषा पुरुत्राहि सदृग्नसि विश्वो विश्वा अनुप्रभो समत्सु त्वा हवामहे समत्स्वग्निमवसे वाजयन्तो हवामहे वाजेषु चित्रराधसं सङ्गच्छध्वगं संवदध्वं संवोमनागंसि जानतां देवा भागं यथा पूर्वे सञ्जानाना उपासत समानो मन्त्रः समितिः समानी समानं मनः चित्तमेषां समानं खातो अभिसगं रभध्वं संज्ञानेन वो हविषा यजामः समानीव आकूतिः समाना हृदयानि वः समानमस्तु वो मनः यथा वसुः सहासते संज्ञानन्न स्वैः संज्ञानमरणैः संज्ञानमश्विना युवम् इहास्मासु नियच्छदं संज्ञानं मे बृहस्पतिः संज्ञानगं सविता करतु संज्ञानमश्विना युवम् इह मह्यन्नियच्छदम् उपच्छायामिव घृणेः अगन्मशर्मते वयम् अग्ने हिरण्यसन्दृशः अदब्धेभिः सवितः वायुभिस्त्वं शिवेभिरद्य परिपाहि नो गयम् हिरण्यजिह्वः सुविताय नव्यसे रक्षामाकिर्नो अगशगं स ईशत मदे मदेहिनो ददुः यूथागवामृजुक्रतुः सङ्गृभाय पुरुषता उभया हस्त्यावसो शिशिहिराय आभर क्षिप्रिन्वाजानां वदे शचीवस्तवदगंसना आतून इन्द्रभाजाय गोष्वश्वेषु शुभ्रुषो सहस्रेषु तु विमघ यद्देवा देवहेडनौ देवासश्चक्रुमा वयम् आदित्यास्तस्मान्मा यूयं ऋतस्यर्तेन मुञ्चद ऋतस्यर्तेनादित्याः यजत्रा मुञ्चते हमा यज्ञैर्वो यज्ञवाहनसः आशिक्षन्तो न शेकिमा मेधस्वता यजमानाः सृचाज्येन जुह्वदः अकामा वो विश्वे देवाः शिक्षन्तो नोपशेकिषु यदि दिवा यदि नक्तम् येन एनस्योकरत भूतं मा तस्माद्यवञ्च द्रुपदादिव मुञ्चतु द्रुपदादिवेन्मुचा नः स्विन्न स्वात्नी स्नात्वी मलादिव भूतं पवित्रेणेवाज्यं विश्वे मुञ्चन्तु मैनसः उद्वयन्तमसस्परि पश्यन्तो ज्योतिरुत्तरं देवं देवत्रा सूर्यम् अगन्मज्ज्योतिरुत्तमं तव कृधि वनस्पतीञ्जान तामसति वयं वनस्पतीञ्जान तामसति वयं भरादित्याश्च नवच ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. 4 things we have done. Introduction, common sense thought, sankalpa, sahanavavatu, veda patanam. In this way, having brought our mind to single pointedness, now the 3 things. One, Geetha Adhyanam, second, Ramayana Adhyanam, third one, Katha Upanishad Parayanam. In Geetha Adhyanam, we have started 554 days back. 554. 2 more days actually, 2 holidays we gave because I was not well. So 556 tomorrow actually 555 hoega. Number of classes, days are 556. Chapter 1 onwards we started. 15th chapter we are now in Bhagavad Gita. It is the Jnana Shatkamme, 3rd chapter. 13th was Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga. 14th is Gunatraya Vibhaga. This one is Sharakshara Uttama Purusha Vibhaga or Purushottama Yoga. 20 slokas only, but very sublime, detailed in the contents, complete in the contents, spiritual contents. Now, in this 15th chapter, first two slokas, the entire cosmic tree is explained. Urdhamulam adhashakam ashwatam avyayam prahu chandamsi yasya parnani yatam vedasa vedavid adhacha urdham tasya sakaha prasrutaha अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रस्तुतास्तस्य शाखाः गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवाला अधः च मूलानि अनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबद्धीनि मनुष्यलोके. Thoroughly we studied this samsara vriksha. But again, third sloka said, na rupamasya tatha upalambhyate. You won't see samsara as the vriksha explanation analogy. You have to, for the sake of understanding, it is said. And for this samsara vriksha by itself, na antaha, na adihi, na sampratishta. If you don't put an end, there is no end to it. Sampratishta and adi are from the God. How much ever realistic it appears, actually it is not independent. Okay. Then what we have to do? Two options. Get lost in the samsara vriksha like a bird, or go beyond samsara and get moksha. If you want to get moksha, then two things have to be done. First, get out of the samsara vriksha. Second, get into the moksha sadhana. How to get out of samsara vriksha? How many things you have to do for it? करो ना, only one. असंग शस्त्र को स्ट्रांग करके उससे छेदन कर, इस संसार वृक्ष को. It has plenty of things to convey. Only one thought we share is that when we are attached to the world, by taking it as real, by taking it as source of happiness, therefore we get attached to the world, then only the world is there to trouble us. When you detach from it by saying that I don't need anything from the world because it is ephemeral and real, it just disappears from our vision. असंग करो, ये पूरा संसार वृक्ष कट जाएगा. We do it every day. When we enter into sleep, entire Jagra Samsara Vriksha, we are asanga with that, but not completely kaat diya, but asanga hai. Therefore, we are able to slip into the sleep. But still the samsara vriksha bijas are there. Therefore, again we get up and go back into same old ruts. So, example that every day while sleeping, we do the asanga of the jagat. But again we keep it. But the real asanga is totally not wanting anything of this world as bhoga. If that thought is developed, that is called asanga shastra. This asanga word came in 15 chapters at least 100 times. So many topics. Hence, I am not elaborating. Sangha is I, mine, for me. मैं, मेरा, मेरे लिए. Aham, mama, mahyam. These three are called Sangha. I am the real self. I am pursuing that. Therefore, I am a sadhaka. I am a jiva sadhaka. Other than that, other identity of the worldliness, I don't have. That understanding is the removal of I. Then, when I myself am only a temporary person here, how can anything belong to me? Nothing belongs to me. Therefore, nothing mama. Then, when nothing belongs to me, how can I ask something should come to me? Mahyam, मेरे लिए. तो मेरे लिए नहीं है, मेरा नहीं है, मैं नहीं हूँ. Sangha is gone. Keep contemplating on these words. One day the meaning will click to you. Immediately नहीं होगा, मेहनत करने से समझ में आता. Like I am here. So I am a jiva here to discover myself. Other than that, in this world, I don't have any substantial special identity as a doctor, lawyer, engineer, politician. As an acharya of Geetha, I do to remind myself of the jnanam. Some seva I do as God is given this job to me. As long as energy is there, that will happen. Other than that, what special sangha I have for me as an ego? Second, na mama. I have nothing mine, whether things or beings. That they have to serve me, ये वो कुछ नहीं रखना. न mama. Therefore, न mahyam. No desire that ये मेरे लिए होना चाहिए वगैरह. If these three are done, I have done asanga. To such me, where is samsara vriksha? Cut gaya. Think in these lines. Asanga shastrena drudena chitva. One. The next one is tataha padam tat parimargitavya. We have to do the parimargana. Seeking, searching till the goal is reached. है ना? कभी कभी क्या होता है ना, when you have to reach to a place which is a cluster of houses and localities and colonies, not a well made road and all. आप चाहे गूगल को भी पूछो, घुमाते रहेगा. गूगल नहीं होता तो वी आस्क दैट पर्सन, आगे जाओ, फिर वहाँ पूछ लो, फिर आगे जाओ. Finally, 2 hours it will take for us to cross all main roads, smaller roads, slow roads, गली रोड. अल्टीमेटली वो 5वीं गली के अंदर जाओ तो राइट साइड वो कॉर्नर में नाले के किनारे घर है. So what have you done throughout? परिमार्गणम. मार्गणम मतलब जानकर उस मार्ग में चलना. परि मीन्स अच्छी तरह से वो गोल पहुंचने तक. अच्छी तरह मीन्स फुल श्रद्धा से. बिकॉज आई हैव टू रीच टू दैट हाउस. So I have done very good searching. Where is that house? And reached. That's called parimarganam. So to tat pada I have to reach, because in that only there is moksha. So let me do parimarganam. How to do? Go to Guru, study from him the nature of that Paramatma Tattva, how to contemplate. When you do that, you will reach. So after Asanga Shastrena Drudena Samsara Vriksham Chitva, means don't involve in the world anymore. Tat padam tata parimargitavya. Why? Yasmin gataha na nivartanti. There is an infinite blissful state of being, having reached where you get exhausted of all your vasana prarabdha. Therefore, you are not forced to come back to live again a life of jiva, identify the upadhis, struggle in the work to get things and beings to become happy or get rid of misery. ये नहीं होगा आपको. That's the meaning of na nivartanti. Bhuyah again. How to do, sir, that parimarganam? Can you demonstrate? Very powerful, very important sentence for everyone, especially for the deep, serious, sincere seekers. How to do the parimarganam of Paramatatva or Tatpada, demoed by Lord Krishna himself. Only one line. Tameva chadyam purusham prapadye yata pravrutti prasruta purani. Tameva chadyam purusham prapadye yata pravrutti prasruta purani. सतम आद्यम पुरुषम एव अहम प्रपद्ये. यतः पुराणी प्रवृत्ति प्रसृता. So one is a God, Adi Purusha. Second, with his Maya Shakti, the entire world got projected, manifested. So those who are interested in the world created by the God, they are samsaris. Those who are interested in the God himself, they are called as sadhakas, mumukshus. So here, prapadye is the word used. That I'll explain today for 2 minutes. Prapadye means sharanagati. आद्यम पुरुषम प्रपद्ये, आद्य पुरुष का मैं शरणागति करता हूं. उसमें 5 चीजें आप मन में रखना. 4 और 5 जो भी नंबर लिखेगा. फर्स्ट, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ आद्य पुरुष शरणम प्रपद्ये, पुरुषम प्रपद्ये? उनके ही प्रपत्ति करूंगा, शरणागत करूंगा. मीन्स फर्स्ट, दैट आद्य पुरुष अलोन इज माई गोल टू रीच एंड आइडेंटिफाई. दिस कॉल्ड एज फर्स्ट प्रपत्ति, कि वही मेरा गोल है. नथिंग. Second is what? Tameva Adyam Purusham Prapadye. His grace alone is the way for me to reach. Therefore, for invoking the grace, whatever upasanas I have to do, I will do. That's the meaning of Adyam Purusham Prapadye. Prapatti mein, second thing is, by his grace only I will reach him. Therefore, for his grace, doing the upasanas. Third is what? To reach him, he already paved the way of life to the Shastras. Shastras are the speech or words of God. Listening, understanding, and following means we reach to him. The word prapatti means studying the Shastras given by him and living the life only that way. This is called real prapatti, practically. Fourth prapattis are nothing else we seek, nowhere else we get distracted. These are the 4 and 5 meanings of the prapatti. Nothing else I seek, nowhere else I divert myself. दो हो गए. The first 3 are he alone is my goal, that I entertain and become stronger. Nothing else I take as goal. By his grace only I will reach him. Therefore I will be strong, regular in my upasana. Even upasana while doing, I have to live life according to the Shastra given by God Himself. Therefore, following the Shastra is Prapatti, doing the Upasana is Prapatti, keeping Him as the goal is Prapatti, not keeping anything as goal is Prapatti, and therefore not involving in anything else is called Prapatti. तमेव च आद्यम पुरुष प्रपत्ति. These are all intellectual knowledges. Gain it, then practice it. Deeply in the heart. Like if I close my eyes, my goal is that Adi Purusha Paramatma. My understanding is by His grace only I can reach it. For His grace, these are the upasanas I do. While doing the upasana, I do the sankalpa. Oh Adi Purusha, I am doing upasana to you. It is your grace only which will make me merge in you. Please do it. So too, he'll ask me. But उसके लिए तुम्हें तैयारी करनी है. For that, you have to live life according to Shastra. कर रहे हो? हाँ, I have studied Shastra. I am taught by my Guru. I am living life also according to the Shastra Dharma. Living life according to Shastra is sadhana bhi or our own swadharmas. After doing these 3 things, then the other 2. We have to avoid. Avoid seeking anything else and avoid, therefore, getting distracted in any path. This is the meaning of Tamevacha Adyam Purusham Prapadde. यतः फ्रॉम होम पुरानी प्रवृत्ति ही प्रसृता. दिस सृष्टि का प्रक्रिया वो पता नहीं कब से स्टार्ट हुआ. तमेव आद्य पुरुष प्रपद्ये. More practically seen, this we have discussed in some other text or other chapter. So what is Purani Pravritti Prasuta? What is the creation? Every moment the creation is coming from him. Okay. The coming of creation from the Lord is Purana, eternal. Like in every moment it is happening. Like from when, from Gomukha, the water is coming Gangaji. From eternal time. सृष्टि आदि से जब से भागीरथ जी ने तपस्या की, त्रेता युग की बात है वो. बट इवन नाउ इट इज गोइंग ऑन और नॉट. इन द सेम वे फ्रॉम द लॉर्ड द क्रिएशन स्टार्टेड लॉन्ग बैक, बट एट दिस वेरी मोमेंट ऑल्सो क्रिएशन इज हैपनिंग. So instead of getting caught up in creation or created, focus on creator. You are doing sadhana. Okay. For example, what is the creation that happened is, there is a vastu in the world, I have seen it. This is called as pravritti. And I was seeing eternally. In any of the lives I was there, living being, with whatever the faculties, I was seeing only. That is the meaning of yatah pravritti purani prasruta. Eternally. In this moment also I am seeing. So that object, a tree. You have seen the tree? Yeah. So from where this pravritti prasrut hua hai, from where this pravritti of samsara, of seeing the tree or seeing a mountain or river started? With eye I have seen. But can the eye see by itself? No. Then who is Adya Purusha compared to the eye? Because of which that samsara of seeing the tree happened? Because of the mind behind. But is the mind independent to see through the eye, the tree or mountain or river? No. What is there behind? The intellect. So intellect is Adya Purusha compared to mind. Mind is Adya Purusha compared to sense organs. Sense organs are Adya Purusha compared to the tree because without the eyes, how can I see it? Now, the Buddhi, is it also independent? The Aham is there. I am there. Because I is there, the my Buddhi, my mind, my senses, I am seeing the world. So who is the Adya Purusha here? Aham. But is this Aham, मैं जो ego है, वो भी independent आएगा? No. What is there inside? Without which this I will not be existing, will not be functional or intelligent. The pure existence in me, the pure consciousness in me, that pure existence consciousness is the Adya Purusha. Because of whom I, the ego is there. Because of I, the my buddhi is there. Because of the buddhi, the mind is there. Because of the mind, the senses are there. Because of the sense organs, the samsara of seeing the world of tree, mountain, river has happened. Therefore, in every experience, trying to trace to the Adi Purusha is meditation. This is the way you have to do the Parimarganam. The one whose focus is on what is seen, they are scientists. The one who focus on who is seeing is called a spiritual seeker. Who is seeing I? No, mind. Who is seeing mind? No, buddhi. No. Who is seeing ego? No. Who is seeing? Can the ego be there without the pure conscious existence behind? No. The who is the Adi Purusha? Conscious existence. उसका प्रपत्ति करना. So I seek him, I search for him, I'll try to trace to him on the seat of meditation. This is the sadhana to be done. Called as tat pada parimarganam. Okay? Asanga shastrena dudena chitva samsara vriksham tat padam parimaritavyam vai yasmin gatana nivartante. But why? How to do the parimarganam? Tameva cha adyam purusham prapadye yataha purani pravritti prasuta. I surrender to, I seek the Adi Purusha from whom the entire universe has come right from the time immemorial. सारा संसार ब्रह्मांड ब्रह्मांडी बनते बिगड़ते हैं. All this called as Purani Pravritti Prasuta. It all started from that Adi Purusha. So my focus is on him. In that way you do. Okay. Now how can we focus on that self which is beyond Aham? When my ego, my buddhi, my mind, my senses are one, polluted, second, weaklings, third, extroverted and slave to the outer worldly life. ये सारे फैकल्टीज बाहरी जगत के लिए पूरे गुलाम है. How can I cross one by one Purusha and reach the Adi Purusha? Indriyas also one Purusha. Mana is also Purusha. Buddhi also Purusha. Ahankar also Purusha. But the Adi Purusha is Paramatma. The Adi Purusha alone is Uttama Purusha. That is the name of this chapter. That's why that Adi Purusha word introduced here, the title song of this chapter. Purushottama Yogana. So Adi Purusha is Purushottama. So Tameva cha Adyam Purusham Prapatti. Yataha Pravritti Prasuta Purani. So subjectively Visa. So to objectively the entire universe is come from that Paramatma. My drishti is on that. Whether subjectively we inquire or objectively we reach there. But objectively when you inquire, when you reach Adi Purusha, he'll have to be recognized as subject. Then only the journey is complete. नहीं तो मैं अलग भगवान अलग. Then that which is seen by me is jada, therefore Bhagavan is jada. Anything jada is perishable. So that Lord which I discovered outside, but not as me, is a perishable God. That which is perishable is not God. Therefore, by tracing to the Adi Purusha of this Jagat created, we have to reach a point, and that point should be me only. Other I am different, that is different. And anything known to me is Jada, therefore that goal is that God becomes Jada Nashwara. That God who is Jada Nashwara, how can he be God? How can we be worshipping him for permanent result? नहीं होगा. इसलिए आप जगत को भी ढूंढ के उसकी अधिष्ठान आदि पुरुष को पकड़ो. It should be you only. Or here itself, by going beyond the senses, mind, intellect, and ahankara and discovering the self. Look at him. He alone is everywhere also. That will be known. Tameva chadyam purusham prapate eta pravritti prastha purani. Now to do this, as I told, we have to manage ourselves, outer activities, senses, body, mind, intellect, ego. So 7 sadhanas are told, practices, which we were familiar earlier also. 14th में देखा, 13th में देखा, 12th में देखा. अब यहाँ पुरुषोत्तम प्राप्ति के लिए तैयारी के लिए ये वैल्यूज को प्रैक्टिस करना. Now what it is, let us chant. ओम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, श्री गीता शरणं मम, श्री व्यास शरणं मम, श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम, श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, शरणं मम, शरणं मम. ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ पंचदशोऽध्यायः पुरुषोत्तम योगः. पंचम श्लोकः. श्री भगवान उवाच. चैंट 4 times बिकॉज इसमें 7 साधनाएं हमको बताए हैं. वी हैव टू रिमेंबर देम. निर्माण मोहाजित संग दोषाः अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्त कामाः द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ताः सुख दुःख संज्ञैः गच्छन्त्यमूढाः पदमव्ययं तत्. निर्माणमोहाजितसङ्गदोषाः अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकामाः द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ताः सुखदुःखसंज्ञैः गच्छन्त्यमूढाः पदमव्ययं तत्. निर्माणमोहाः जितसङ्गदोषाः अध्यात्मनित्याः विनिवृत्तकामाः द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ताः सुखदुःखसंज्ञैः गच्छन्त्यमूढाः पदमव्ययं तत्. निर्माणमोहाः जितसङ्गदोषाः अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकामाः द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ताः सुखदुःखसंज्ञैः गच्छन्त्यमूढाः पदमव्ययं तत्. So what is the topic under discussion now? After cutting asunder the samsara vriksha by asanga shastra, tatpada parimargana we have to do. How? Tameva chadyam purusham pramadhe yata pravritti prastapura. But is this doing so easy that you are meditating Adi Purusha beyond your Sharira Mana Buddhi Indriyadi? No. Why? We are pulled outside because of so many things. You know, no, that ointment is given for removing of pain or another thing for clearing that septic or any of the wound. Here also 7 medicines are given to remove all disturbances, distractions which do not allow us to do the Adi Purusha Prapatti, leading to the prapti of that Tatpada. तत्पद परिमार्गण तत्पद प्राप्ति के लिए विघ्न रूपी भीतर के बाहर के सारे कष्टों को, विघ्नों को दूर करने हेतु आदि पुरुष का शरणगान करने के हेतु ये 7 साधनाएं करने से हम तैयार हो जाते हैं शरणागति के द्वारा टू दैट आदि पुरुष टू रीच टू तत्पद. गोल इज तत्पद प्राप्ति. Sadhana is Adi Purusha Prapatti. To do that sadhana, to give the inner qualification, etc., is following these 17 values. 7 values. If they are not practiced, then we cannot do the Tameva Chadyam Purusham Prapatti. And without that doing Prapatti, that Tatpadam Parimargitavyam cannot happen. Then Yasmin Gatana Nivartanti, that moksha will not come, will only come and go in the samsara vriksha. So samsara vriksha coming and going, moksha going never to come. Okay, to reach to that Paramatma, that is called as Tatpadam Parimargitavyam. And how do you do that? Tameva Chadyam Purusham Brahmande. And what are the qualities? Personality should be pure. What is purity? When these 7 things are practiced, that purity will come. Then we do Tameva Chadyam Purusham Prabhadye, and in that meditation on the Adi Purusha, we reach to Tatpada. So what are those 7 sadhanas? Now this is a scholarly homework to you. Ki each of these 7 sadhanas, what sort of obstacle it is removing en route to our Bhagavan ka Sharanagati. तमेव चाद्यम पुरुषम प्रपद्ये करने में क्या बाधा डाल रहा है? कौन से बाधा को ये वाला साधना निकाल रहा है? You think it's your scholarly homework. I will not tell you. In the words itself, the answer is there. Okay. Now those are the 7 practices. Fifth shloka says 2 we did today, tomorrow all the 5 we do. So that shloka important हो, फिर 7 हमारा रहेगा. 1 निर्माण, second निर्मोह, third jita sanga dosha, fourth vinivritta kamaha, fifth dvandvair vimuktaha sukha dukkha sagnaihi, sixth gachanti amodaha padamavyam tat. 6 values. Nirmana, nirmoha, jita sanga dosha, adhyatma nitya, vinivritta kamaha, dvandvair vimuktaha sukha sunga gacchaihi, amodaha. 7. First one is nirmana. So those who don't have the mana, abhimana, a specified identity because of specificity of his upadhi. He has upadhis. With the upadhi, he is doing his outer duty. But because of the upadhi, when he is doing the outer duty, some ego is formed, na? That he doesn't own. He is free from that mana. He's called nirmana. That is to be naturally, but made naturally in the heart. Nirmana. Abhimana nahi rehna. So in a simple words to confuse you, I am a doctor treating all the patients without being a doctor. To treat the patients, I am a professional qualified doctor. Professionally qualified doctor to treat the patients. But I am not a doctor abhimani. मेरे को वो वाला मान नहीं है. Because the doctor intelligence is belonging to the buddhi. Anybody can become doctor. This buddhi got that knowledge, therefore it is able to treat, and with that buddhi, the aham of me is right now identified. Therefore, I am called as doctor, but basically I am not. This is the meaning of nirmana. So I am doing this Geetha pravachana as my duty, but I have no mana that I am a speaker. I am a Geetha pravachana या any other shastra pravachan करने वाला. Use the upadhis, but don't get identified with us. Because my lecture again is my intellectual knowledge of Shastra, with again my mind and heart's emotion of love, respect, love to the youth, respect to the Shastras. ये सब किसके हैं? उपाधियों के हैं, मेरे नहीं है वो. निर्माण. ओके, आई गिव यू एन आइडिया. जिनको मान अभिमान, मैं प्राइम मिनिस्टर हूँ. हु इज प्राइम मिनिस्टर इन मी? My buddhi, my capacities, all of them. I am only sakshi to him. I am not that. If you maintain this, then nirmana. And कल को ये छोड़कर दूसरा करना है, हाँ करेंगे. सबको छोड़कर बैठना है, बैठेंगे. वो मैं नहीं हूँ, मेरा नहीं है, तो मैं क्यों उसमें फंसूं? निर्माण. Mana is niyate anaya. We are measured by some qualifications, some parameters. That proves that we are measurable, we are not immeasurable. We are finite, we are not infinite. So the mana limits us. Finite makes us finite. Abhimana. Therefore, nirmana, not limited by any finite upadhis with which he may work in the world. So he drives car as a driver, but he is not a driver. He cooks the food as a cook, but he is not the cook. That type of feeling. थोड़ा सोचो, पकड़ में आएगा दिमाग में. That is nirmana. So second is nirmoha. The one who has no moha. Moha is forgetfulness about the goal. My goal is Paramatma Tattva. कभी उसको एक क्षण भी नहीं भूलना. That is nirmohatva. So to getting fascinated, enchanted by the world is called as moha. That moha also is not there. Nirmoha. ठीक है. Then jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya. We'll come tomorrow to study that. Om Shanti 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 hi. Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Om Apadam Apahartaram Dataram Sarva Sampadam Lokabhiramam Shri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyam Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane. Om Sri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Valmiki Ramayanam Ayodhya Kandam Shatatama Sarga Kachchith Sarga. We have seen yesterday up to Sri Rama making Bharata sit in his lap. One by one is asking. Now, in that asking only, we are reminded of our duties. Before asking Bharata about how the Rajya at length, he is asking about mother and father. So, taking care of mother and father is first duty. This is also one of the dharma. Thereafter only, we become social public and we do the Rajaneethi dharma. Basically, in this chapter, Rajaneethi dharma will be taught. But to do to Rajaniti Dharma, we have to basically fulfill all our basic duties, no, of loving our parents, taking care of them. ये करके फिर किसी दूसरे क्षेत्र में हमें जाना है. तो here also, Sri Rama through questioning Bharata teaching all of us. Yesterday we started. Okay, let us start from the 6th, 7th, 8th we have done yesterday. So okay, 6th, 7th are done. Without chanting, I'll explain you meaning. 8th, 9th, 10th we'll chant today. We see the meaning of it. What is 6th श्लोक में? कच्चित धारयते ताथा राजायत्वम इहागतः. Two meanings. Is the father in the body? If yes, instead of serving him, why have you come here? Or have you appointed someone to take care of him? That you have left him and came? Because me Lakshmana are here and you Bharata are there, you and Dakshatra both are here, then who is taking care of Papa? Because father has to be taken care first. You can't leave. तो here धारयते means किसी को अपॉइंट किया कि नहीं तुमने देखभाल करने के लिए पिताजी को? कोई मंत्री लोग है और पिताजी चले गए कि तुम आए उनको छोड़कर. Therefore never leave the father, keep on serving him. कच्चित् धारयते तात राजायत्वमिहागतः. Then कच्चित् न दीनः सहसा राजा लोकांतरंगतः. Or this Raja becoming Deena because he loves me so much and I had to come to the jungle because of that dukkha and dheerata. Kya ho lokantarangata? Has he gone to the other world leaving this body? Rama has no hesitation to ask and no fears or doubts. हुआ तो होगा because दशरथ जी को आना चाहिए, वो नहीं दिख रहे, सब दिख रहे, वही नहीं दिख रहे, जबकि उनको मेनली देखना है because of him I came and I love him the most. Okay, yesterday we saw this. Next one was, so the answer in the question, see, learning is what? Be with the parents, serve them throughout their alive. After that also through Shraddhadi, wherever they are, they should be worshipped, they should be given the things required. Whatever we offer here, Bhojana Pinda Pradhana, like the money comes to you by the quoting, an online transaction. Usi tarah, the mantrocharana ityadi reach to the father wherever he is there. Pinda Pradhana ityadi. Even after death also we have to keep on serving till we die. While living also we have to take care. That's the first lesson. Second one, Kachchit Saumya Nate Rajyam Rashtam Balasya Shashvatam. Our the Shashvata Rajya, which is coming to us from Ikshvaku, you being Bala, immature in things, is that Rajya you are not able to manage, they were destroy ho gaya. Yeah, somebody attacked and took it away. So what it means? Once you are Raja, you can't be childish or childlike. You have to be so matured. One, to protect it from outer invasions. So you can protect it from inner negativities and see to it that it grows and prospers from within. भ्रष्ट नहीं होना देना है. In all the last 60 years from 1947 to 2014 तक, childish people were there in the government. In a sense, not conceiving the idea that we have such a human and natural resources, why can't we become super in the world? They didn't think in those angles in big way or had no dare or courageous to take initiatives. Therefore, the country was there, not 100% Bhrashta, but Bhrashtachar was going on, no growth was happening. Now, from last 10 years, in hundreds of fields and avenues, you see, the country is protected and developed. Our country become president of BRICS. On our recommendation, the South African nations are included in it. We send Chandamama ke paas the Chandrayaan. Any field, the scientific field देखो, technological field देखो, human relations वाला field, managing the disasters वाला field, every field in India is growing. Why? The king is not childish. What is the childishness? Living for selfishness, living for power, not realizing the responsibility, not realizing the need of the hour, not taking the whole country and the praja into account, not thinking for their welfare, not planning for them. That type of life is childish life. और राम जी इज आस्किंग भरता बी योर चाइल्डिशनेस, तुम्हारा कोई राज्य भ्रष्ट हो गए? क्योंकि इतना सैन्य सब देख रहे हैं, तो कोई भ्रष्ट हो गए तभी आते हैं ना, नहीं तो वहां रहो। दो चार आए तो देर जवाब, इतने सारे आ गए। तो रामा हैज एन आइडिया, थॉट कि राज्य भ्रष्ट हो गया कि तुम आ गए इधर। सो नेवर अलो द राज्य टू बिकम भ्रष्ट। यू एट होम यू आर द राजा ऑफ योर हाउस, हाउस को भ्रष्ट होने नहीं देना। डोंट बी चाइल्डिश लाइक दैट। Financially sound, facilities wise sound, peaceful, yeah. People integrated at home, good. Acting as synergy together for common goals, wonderful. That's how everyone should feel he is the responsible initial individual of the family and contribute to grow. Then it's a maturity. Anyone who is टांग अड़ा रहा है वो बच्चा है, बचपना है उनका, कोई भी कर सकते हो। In a joint family, lot of those nonsense used to happen. Dhire dhire they have broken, now isolated. Now two people only are there, wife and husband. है ना? Only two. लड़ाई झगड़ा है ना? That fellow, the fellow came to find about the details of any house. Or he asking, आपके घर में कौन सुप्रीम है, कौन बड़े हैं? And then the wife or husband come out and say, वही discussion चल रहा है, थोड़ी देर इंतजार करो. We decide who is great in this house, then we tell you. Because there's childishness. I have to be supreme, I should not allow you to. Arey Bewakoof, if you are wife and husband, you are one. Together you have to enjoy. There is nobody greater than other, nor you are equal to each other. You can never be equal. You can't be greater. You have to be one. But this knowledge is not there. Then the those both of them are childish only. Then that family becomes bhrashta. तो भरत जी को पूछते हुए कह रहे राज्य भ्रष्ट तो नहीं हुआ, आर यू केयरफुल? दैट इज द नेक्स्ट। देन टुडे वी विल सी द 8th and 9th shloka or 10th. Three of them will chant and I'll explain. Om Kachchit Shushrushase Tatha Pitaram Satya Vikramam Kachchit Dasharatho Raja Kushali Satya Sangaraha Rajasuyashvamedhanam Aharta Dharma Nishchayah सकश्चित् ब्राह्मणो विद्वान् धर्मनित्यो महाद्युतिः इक्ष्वाकूणामुपाध्यायः यथावत् तात पूज्यते. Now I am studying the shlokas and explaining the teachings Bhagavan Rama is doing without numbering. Teaching number 1, teaching number 2. Like we saw the 85 values in the Balakanda first Sarga. You make the numbering of it. How many teachings Bhagavan gave? Already 4-5 हो गए. You make the number. Now the important one now is Kachchit, 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 Kachchit. That's why it's called Kachchit Sarga. Kachchit Saumya, Kachchit Shushrushase Tata Pitaram Satya Vikramam. Kachchit means, are you doing the seva of father who is Satya Vikrama? So by this one point, whatever doubts are there in the Bharata, Rama is removing, and whatever the duties Bharata has to do, Rama is hinting. First thing he says is, Father has made you Raja, sent me to the jungle, not by his choice of being cruel to us. No. Why? He is Satya Vikramaha. उनका सारा विक्रमता ही सत्यता को पालन करने में है, और उस सत्यता के पालन करने की विक्रमता को दर्शाने के लिए ही he sent me to the jungle and he made you king and himself suffering. Therefore, praise the father for his Satya Vikramata. Don't censure or insult him, saying that because of his attachment to Kaikeyi, he has sent my brother Rama to jungle. Don't find the fault with the father. See the teaching there. Parents and teachers are always correct. Full stop. Boss, parents, teachers. Rule number 1. Rule number 2, if there are any problems, refer to the rule number 1. That's all. Then to that father who is Satyavikrama, Kachchit Shushrusha. Are you doing Shushrusha? Sheva to him. Shushrusha is an interesting word. It has two meanings. Shushrushu means the one who wants to do Seva. Shushrusu means the one who is listening also. Shrotum Icha Shushrusha. Like Bhoktum Icha, Mumukshata, etc. So Shushrusha means listening and obediently following what father says. This is one. That is from the father's side. From your side, as a responsible son, are you doing your his nitya seva? Example में खाना परोसना पिताजी को टाइम में, that is nitya seva. While eating he will ask you for ये डालो वो डालो, that is called as orders obeying. Example के लिए दे रहा हूँ. Same way, father calls you and gives orders, doing that. Whether he calls or not, you have everyday duties of seva to him. वो कर रहे हो कि नहीं? कच्चित शुश्रूषा से ताता पितरम सत्यविक्रमम, और फादर सत्यविक्रम दशरथ जी का सेवा करे को नहीं, जिंदगी भर करना है बस माता पिता का. So that they should feel fulfilled to have you as children. You also will be happy. I took care of my parents as long as they are alive. They were alive. I am fully contented now. Maha Adbhuta that would be. This is one teaching Bharat ji ko Sri Ram ji ne sikhaya. Take care of parents, father, etc. Now next, Kachchit Dasharatho Raja Kushali, again Satya Sangaraha. The one who holds on to Satya, वो कुशल है कि नहीं? Kushalata, all three things. Are you troubling him? Is Kaikai troubling him? Maybe Kaushalya also scolding him, or he himself from within feeling regretted or guilty. May have not, might have not getting sleep proper, eating food. Therefore, वो भी कुशल नहीं होंगे. तबीयत बिगड़ गया क्या? Because of these reasons. Himself regret, guilt, not eating, not sleeping. So तबीयत वगैरह खराब. कौशल्य में भी scolding, how did you send my son? Kaikai may still pester him. सुमित्रा भी, मेरा बेटा भी गया. तो there are 100 reasons because of which Dasharatha can be akushala, non-kushala, non-safe. So he is safe or not means see to it that father is kushala by protecting him from all inner and outer problems. उनको सांत्वना दो अंदर से, पिताजी भैया आएंगे करके. हालांकि दशरथ जी चले गए, वैसे ऐसा सांत्वना दो, आपने गलत नहीं किया, ठीक था. कौशल्य जी को भी कि सत्य संध है. अगर आप ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन करते हुए तो थ्रू आउट द हिस्ट्री इट विल बी रिटर्न. राम दशरथ को धर्म पालन नहीं करने दिया कौशल्या. सो ओ मदर टेल हर, टेल कैकेयी आल्सो व्हाट यू वांटेड इज गिवन, नाउ रिलैक्स. सो इस तरह से इंश्योर दैट फादर इज कुशल. टाइम पे खा रहे, टाइम पे सो रहे, तबीयत ठीक है, बीपी शुगर चेक करो, हार्ट चेक करो. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ कच्चित दशरथो राजा कुशली सत्य संग्रह. देन राजसूय अश्वमेधानाम आहर्ता. He has done aneka Rajasuya Yaga, Ashwamedha Yaga. Therefore, he is great father for the not only us, the entire Praja. Now, by this teaching, what is he teaching? Our father has done lot of Ashwamedha and Rajasuya Yaga. Now you are a king, just follow footsteps of him. You also do them in the interest of the world. Another teaching is given. So a Raja should conduct Rajasuya Ashwamedha Yaga in the interest of the prosperity of the Praja. I am not explaining in detail what is Ashwamedha Yaga, Rajasuya Yaga. राजसूय याग में राजा के ऊपर दाव बोलते हैं. either they have to fight and do lose or defeat or surrender. Same is Ashwamedha Yaga. Difference is the Ashwamedha Yaga you send the horse. Whoever, wherever the horse goes to, all is my kingdom. That's it. Anybody has any challenge, chalo, we'll fight out. It's called Ashwamedha Yaga. Many other details. So father was doing it, you also do. That is the teaching. Okay. Next one is Dharma Nishchayaha. Our father knows by Nishchaya what is Dharma. Having known what is Dharma, with Nishchaya Purvakata, he practices that Dharma. He never compromises for inner desire or outer compulsions. So let us learn from him this only. धर्म निश्चयता से रहना, राजसूय अश्वमेध याग आदि करना है और उनको कुशली देखना है. These are your duties. Now Rama focuses on the Guru Vasishtha ji. Are you taking care of him or not? Then he talks about Purohita. Are you taking care of him? Not. So that shows this is what, as a Raja, you have to be mindful about all things and take care. You can't neglect even one. This is how the teachings going on. Whole chapter in which कच्चित कच्चित पूछते हुए भगवान हमको सिखाते. बहुत सुंदर सर्ग है ये. I tell you, I'm really enchanted by this. The first one, the idea values of Rama, dharmas, qualities, values. This one highlights of Valmiki Ramayana. Each one is highlighted different way. राम रावण युद्ध अलग है, हनुमान जी का लंकायान अलग है. Each one highlight in that way are they, each one. But generally from the jnana standpoint, ये वाला पहला वाला. The theoretical values start there. The practically that is shown here by teaching how valuable we have to live the life as a Raja. Rajaneethi dharma को कैसे निर्वाण करना. Let us see tomorrow. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, my dearest friends. Don't leave me, Baba. Daily आ जाओ. So yesterday we saw up to 22 shlokas. Now 23 onwards, Yama Dharma Raja is going to tempt Nachiketa with so many of the bhoga vastus. नचिकेत फाइनली कहते तुम ही रखो है सब, मुझे तो सिर्फ आत्मज्ञान चाहिए. आई वांट टू नो अबाउट द सेल्फ, व्हाट हैपेंस टू इट व्हेन वन डाइज, वेयर ही गोस. क्वेश्चन दो इट इज लाइक दैट, मरने के बाद क्या होगा? आंसर इट इज देयर इज अ सेल्फ इनसाइड व्हिच नेवर बॉर्न, नेवर डाइज. On that the entire gross subtle causal worlds are superimposed and we take them as real. That's it. वो वाला ज्ञान धीरे धीरे देंगे हमको. बट आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू टीच ऑल वेदांत. वी आर ओनली लर्निंग द चैंटिंग. ओम अथ श्री कृष्णे यजुर्वेदीय कठोपनिषत् प्रथमोऽध्यायः प्रथमा वल्ली त्रयोविंशति चतुर्विंशति तमौ श्लोकौ. Only two enough today also. Yamaraj is tempting. Om Shatayushah Putra Pautran Vruneshva. Shatayushah Putra Pautran Vruneshva. Shatayushah Putra Pautran Vruneshva. Shatayushah Putra Pautran Vruneshva. Bahun Pashun Hasti Hiranyamashvan. Bahun Pashun Hasti Hiranyamashvan. Bahun Pashun Hasti Hiranyamashvan. बहून् पशून् हस्ति हिरण्यमश्वान्. भूमेर्महदायतनं वृणीष्व. भूमेर्महदायतनं वृणीष्व. भूमेर्महदायतनं वृणीष्व. स्वयं च जीव शरदो यावदिच्छसि. 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 So Shatayusha Putra Pautran. Ask for children, grandchildren who will have hundreds of years to live. Then Bahun Pashun Hasti Hiranyam Ashwan. Ask for all the animals, elephants, gold, horses, etc. Bhumer Mahadayatanam. Ask for the huge land. And all of them are there. If you die early, what is the use of it? Therefore, Swayamta Jiva Sharado Yavadicha. See, you ask me the boon that you want to live as long as you want, a long life. I will give you. To your own long life to your children and grandchildren, and you will have the entire earth under your control with all Vahun Pashu Asti Hiranya Ashwa. Sara Sampada I will give you, don't ask Brahma Jnana. Yamaraj says. Nachiketa said, सब तुम्ही रख लो, मेरे को नहीं चाहिए. शतायुष पुत्र पौत्रान् वृणीष्व. बहून् पशून् हस्ति हिरण्यमश्वान्. भूमेर्महदायतनं वृणीष्व. स्वयं च जीव शरदो यावदिच्छसि. शतायुष पुत्र पौत्रान् वृणीष्व. बहून् पशून् हस्ति हिरण्यमश्वान्. भूमेर्महदायतनं वृणीष्व. स्वयं च जीव शरदो यावदिच्छसि. शतायुष पुत्र पौत्रान् वृणीष्व. बहून् पशून् हस्ति हिरण्यमश्वान्. भूमेर्महदायतनं वृणीष्व. स्वयं च जीव शरदो यावदिच्छसि. शतायुष पुत्र पौत्रान् वृणीष्व. बहून् पशून् हस्ति हिरण्यमश्वान्. भूमेर्महदायतनं वृणीष्व. स्वयं च जीव शरदो यावदिच्छसि. Is not stopping. More temptations. नचिकेता देख भी नहीं रहे उनको, है नहीं चाहिए. Next he continues. एतत्तुल्यं यदि मन्यसे वरम् एतत्तुल्यं यदि मन्यसे वरम् एतत्तुल्यं यदि मन्यसे वरम् एतत्तुल्यं यदि मन्यसे वरम् वृणीष्व वित्तं चिरजीविकां च वृणीष्व चित्तं वित्तं चिरजीविकां च वृणीष्व वित्तं चिरजीविकां च वृणीष्व वित्तं चिरजीविकां च महाभूमौ नचिकेतस्त्वमेधि महाभूमौ नचिकेतस्त्वमेधि महाभूमौ नचिकेतस्त्वमेधि कामानां त्वा कामभाजं करोमि कामानां त्वा कामभाजं करोमि कामानां त्वा कामभाजं करोमि कामानां त्वा कामभाजं करोमि. He says etattulyam yadi vanyase varam. Anything vara equal to this or more than that. Vittam, any other wealth I have not mentioned. Chirajivika, you want to live for long time. Mahabhumau nachiketastamedhi, the whole earth you will be having. You want anything extra more than that? Kamanam to kamayango. Any kamana you ask, I am capable of fulfilling everything to you. Ask. While this is happening, outside somewhere a vehicle is going, a beautiful car with some women in that and all. A car means those days chariot. And Nachiketa was looking at it just because कुछ दिख रहा है तो देखते हो. तो यमराज कहते अच्छा अच्छा तुम्हारा दृष्टि वहां का पड़ी है अच्छा तुमको वो चाहिए ओ umpteen number of cars and women all of them will send to you with you they'll come with you to the earth and they will do lot of seva to you ask for this moon नेक्स्ट में आएगा 5 में भगवान नचिकेत कहते हैं तवैव वहातमनुते गीते यू हैव वैल्यू फॉर देम यू कीप इट आई वांट ओनली परमात्मा दैट इज अ ग्लोरी ऑफ आवर ग्रेट नचिकेत instead of teaching these Nachiketa stories Prahlada stories Dhruva stories what we are taught in our history and all nonsense all the Rakshasas who invaded us and they are as if glorified सब भोगी राक्षस दुष्ट थे वो destroyed our country and all one or two good work if somebody does, don't label them as good and noble. Any दुष्ट terrorist also एक आध दो अच्छा काम करता है वो, but basically is terrorist. These are all like that. उनका story हमको पढ़ाते हैं instead of these glorious stories. So the 24th shloka is etat tulyam yadi manyase varam vittam cha vittam वृणीष्व वित्तं चिरजीविकां च महाभूमौ नचिकेतस्त्वमेधि कामानां त्वा कामभाजं करोमि एतत्तुल्यं यदि मन्यसे वरम् वृणीष्व वित्तं चिरजीविकां च महाभूमौ नचिकेतस्त्वमेधि कामानां त्वा कामभाजं करोमि एतत्तुल्यं यदि मन्यसे वरं वृणीष्व वित्तं चिरजीविकां च महाभूमौ नचिकेतस्त्वमेधि कामानां त्वा कामभाजं करोमि एतत्तुल्यं यदि मन्यसे वरं वृणीष्व वित्तं चिरजीविकां च महाभूमौ नचिकेतस्त्वमेधि कामानां त्वा कामभाजं करोमि. टू एनफ है ना पर डे 2 काफी है. ओके शतायुष पुत्र पौत्रान् वृणीष्व बहून् पशून् हस्ति हिरण्यमश्वान् भूमेर्महदायतनं वृणीष्व स्वयं च जीव शरदो यावदिच्छसि एतत्तुल्यं यदि मन्यसे वरं वृणीष्व वित्तं चिरजीविकां च महाभूमौ नचिकेतस्त्वमेधि कामानां त्वा कामभाजं करोमि. Every temptation given. Beautiful these are all. Hope it is helping you to empower your intellect with higher possibilities. Seek those higher, greater, diviner, nobler pursuits and eject out of the lower, wretched life of living as an animal, though in the human body, only for kama and bhoga and artha. उठो उठो आगे बढ़ो ऊपर ऊपर. Thank you. ओम दुर्जन सज्जनो भूया सज्जन शांति मापन्या शांतो मुच्यते बंदेभ्यः मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचयेत् अस्तमा सद्गमय तमसो ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतंगमय ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परमेश्वरभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे ओम तत् सद्ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. गीता माता की जय. व्यास भगवान की जय, रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, रामायण महाशास्त्र की जय, वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सतनाथ महाराज की जय, यम धर्मराज की जय, नचिकेत महाराज की जय, उपनिषद शास्त्र की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सतनाथ महाराज की जय, आज के आनंद की जय, नमः पार्वती पते, हर हर महादेव, हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन, गोविंदा गोविंद जान की जय, स्मरण जय जय राम राम, अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदिपराशक्ति गीता माता की जय, समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक ज्ञान धर्म संस्था का मोक्ष मुक्त गण की जय, समस्त विवाह की जय, भारत माता की जय, सनातन धर्म की जय, वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय, अध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय। थैंक यू। थैंक यू। ओम।